welcome and welcome back to my channel. If this is your very first time of coming across this channel, you're welcome. I'm Kemzi, a lifestyle vlogger currently based in Nigeria and also a student nurse. Okay, so in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys a story that nearly put an end to my career. Actually, this is not a story I've shared with even my family members, because as at the time when this happened, I was so scared, I was so frightened that I could not even share it with them, because I was solely at fault, if anybody could say. But I was able to see how I could manage it myself, and it ended up the way it ended up without me being expelled. So that is why I am able to get the confidence to share this story with you people, because it has already passed. So it all started when I got admitted into the school. Since I was a content creator before I came to the school, I felt like since my channel was already monetized, you know how it can be difficult. In case you don't know, if you're not a YouTuber, you won't know actually, but it is actually very difficult for you to get monetized. Like, you have to reach the threshold of having 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 watch hours before YouTube will accept you into their monetization team, or be their YouTube team. It is when they accept you into their YouTube team that you can now start earning money and getting paid. So before the time I even got admitted into the school, I was already monetized on YouTube. I just felt like it would not be nice for me to just abandon my YouTube channel because I want to start nursing. I felt like I should try and see how I can balance doing this YouTube thing and still doing my nursing program, which I tried for some times, and I saw that I could actually manage it well, and then I started doing it. So when I started doing it now, I came to the school, I had some friends that were now like asking questions. Oh, how do you do this? I've been wanting to start on my YouTube channel, I've not had anybody to put me through, and I heard it pays and this and that and that. Actually, I had one person that came to me, because I'm not really like very close to everybody, but people that were close to me, one of them, she now came to me and asked me, and me being a generous person that I am, I actually spilled the tea. I told that, oh, it is not like it's so difficult for you to start up a YouTube channel. You can actually start up, it's just that you need to create your account, have it verified, and then you start creating content. When you start creating content, when you reach like 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, YouTube is going to accept you into their team, and then you can start earning money. And she was like, oh, that's nice. Since my family do not really have enough money, I can be doing this so I can take care of myself. And I'm like, that's very good. And I asked her, what do you want to do? What will you be doing on your YouTube channel? She was like, since she's not staying outside, like since we are staying in the school campus, she's not going to be able to be creating like vlogs, because we are limited to being in the school. That she's going to be doing health related talks, and then she's just going to be doing things that are relating to nursing. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. And I actually bought the idea, because now that I'm in school, I don't really go out, because I'm in the school campus. I cannot really go outside. We're just here. So if we are staying outside, it would have been easier for her to just maneuver. But because we are in the school campus, it's just like somehow difficult to even create content, because you have to now start thinking of what to do. So I bought the idea, I created a YouTube channel for her, we got it fit, and then she started creating videos. So it was when she started creating videos that the problem actually started creeping in. I first of all told her to do like a Q&A, like a get to know me video where everybody does on YouTube, and she did it. So she did her first video, which was a Q&A, like a get to know me tag. She answered questions about herself, she talked about where she was from, how many they had, just the normal things they do on their YouTube channel. And then she was creating content, it was going smoothly till the day she did a what I expected versus reality about nursing school. That was it. So when she made that video, she actually she was at fault though, because she said some things that were not nice about the school, and then she said many things. You know, this school is like a mission school. You're not supposed to like say some things, even though like you're not supposed to spill some kind of information anyway. So that was what she did. She went as far as saying that she just said things that were not right, because I myself, I didn't even watch that video till that it happened. So she said that Ha. In this school they don't do malpractice, which is actually very true. She said they don't do malpractice, that if you do malpractice you will be sent home, that the sisters that are here, that they are very wicked, that they would not take anything, that they are heartless. That was what she said, that got the school authority pissed off. You know, this is like a mission school. So she's like, the sisters are very wicked, they are very heartless. Once you do something that is bad, like especially malpractice, you'll be sent home as soon as possible. Nobody is going to even listen to your plea. So that video, she published it. So how this thing started was, we were in our night class one day reading our books, and then the year 3 students, it just came to the class. They were shouting because we are downstairs and they were upstairs. Our class is downstairs while theirs is upstairs. So during the hours of the night class is like 6 to 9. So by like 8 p.m. they were already shouting. It was more like they were quarreling, and the noise was just too much. So we got distracted. We couldn't even concentrate on our studies anymore. We were just like, what's wrong? Why are they shouting? Why are they shouting? Before you know, about 6 of them marched to our class. They're like, where is this guy? Where is this guy? Where is this guy? We're not like, she's not here, because that day she didn't come for night class. So we're not like, she's not here. So the annoyance, they carried it back to their class. They were now discussing. They were already sending messages on their group chats, deciding on what they would do to this girl. Before you know, when night prep was over by 9, they came to the hostel to look for her. They were like, if you don't come to assembly tomorrow morning, we are going to do this, we are going to do that. Better come to assembly. They didn't even tell her what she did. They didn't tell her what was wrong. So she was confused. She didn't know what she had done. She didn't know what was wrong. She did not even understand anything. We ourselves, we did not understand what was happening. So it was the next morning that they already told her provost, like the principal of our school, she's a reverend sister. They had already told the director is a reverend father. They had already informed all the sisters in the school. They had already informed the home mistress. The school itself was aware of what was happening. So in the morning on the assembly ground, it was like everybody was like looking at her, and it was so bizarre. So in the morning the assembly came, we started the assembly, and we went to our class. They had to come back and call us outside again. The provost was now around. She now said, where is that girl? Come outside. The girl now came out. That is when they now started telling her what she did. That this is what you did. This is what you did. You said the sisters are wicked. You said this about the school. You said that. If you don't like the school, why are you here? This, that. And they started querying her on the assembly ground where everybody was. And she's kind of like a shy person. She was already feeling guilty. She was already feeling bad. She was already feeling emotional. She was already teary. She couldn't even say anything to defend herself. So I was not directly involved, but my conscience was just pricking me, because I am the one that opened this channel for her. I am the one that is putting her through. I am like a mentor when it comes to YouTube. Get out. If anything goes wrong, like if anything eventually happens to her, she would never in her life forgive me. She would never forget about me, because I'm like, if it were not for me, she wouldn't have been in that problem. I'm sure that is what she would have been thinking in her head. So when they asked her the question, all the other people that were involved, like the people that went to report her, they were already against her. They were already shouting. They were already talking. So she was not even saying anything, because she couldn't even say anything at that time. So I just had to raise up my hand and say something. So I was called to the front of the assembly ground where everybody was, and I just told them that this thing, actually, I don't know, she's not really at fault. I told our provost that she actually did this thing, but she did not do it in the intention of spoiling the name of the school, or bringing bad name to the school, or making people not to come to the school, as everybody was just saying. I just told them that she did it because she wanted people to just know about, like, she was not having a bad thought. She was not thinking about anything bad. She was just thinking that this was just a normal content that she would just do and put up, and people that wants to come to nursing school will just know about what they should expect, and they should not be thinking that they can come here and be doing malpractice, that is not going to work. So I was just telling them the positive side of everything, and then that was where it now got to me. So the provost was now like, oh, so it is you, so you're the one, you're the mentor. you are the this, you are the that, you are the person that is doing this, okay, so so that is what you two are doing. So that's what you two are doing. You are castigating the school's name. You are doing this, you are doing that, you are doing that, you are doing that. So it was just, I was like, it was so funny. People were now blaming me at some point, like, why did you come out? La, la, la. But I was not like, no. If I had not come out, I wouldn't have been feeling okay. I would have been feeling downcasted. I would have been feeling like I'm destroying someone's future, whereas I would have said something. So actually, our parents is such a nice woman. She's such an understanding woman. She actually gave me fair hearing. She heard what I had to say, and then because it was something that was heavy, after the whole assembly saga, the provost now invited us to our office. Not like the provost invited us, both me and her, to our office. So that is where she now asked me personally what I was doing on my own channel. I told her I was doing lifestyle video, I was doing health related talks too, I was doing this, I was doing that. I told her what I was doing. So she was now like, okay, since that's what I was doing, why did I not inform her that this is also what she should be doing? Why did I allow her to do contradictory post about the school? I was not like, I actually told her what she should be doing too, and she told me that she wants to be doing health related talks, but I don't know why she did that kind of video, and that I did not even see the video. I shall explain to her, and because she's a nice woman and she's also very kind, she actually listened. And then, but the matter had already gone up, so there was no way she alone could bring it down. So the director of the school now invited the girl in question and questioned her, and invited her roommates too, because the director was like, your roommates knew that you were doing this thing, so, and they allowed you. It was so, I'm just laughing now, but it was bitter as at that time. And I even got queried by the director. The director was not like, hey, it was so much. They even told everybody in the school that if you know you have subscribed to any channel, or you yourself, you have a channel, you better write the name of your channel and write the channel's name you have subscribed to. And most of the students have subscribed to my channel, so everybody started writing the names. Then I said, if you know you have a YouTube channel too, write your channel name. So I myself, I wrote my channel name. And then anyways, long story short, they were already like, she's going to get expelled from the school because of what she had done, because it is obvious she doesn't like the school. That's why she's castigating the school, so she should go elsewhere. And I myself, I was pending, because information had already gotten to them that was what I was doing too. But because of this whole thing, I've gone to delete some. It was hot. So I did not tell my mom, I did not tell my sister, I didn't tell anybody, because if I told them, they would have been so scared, and they'll be blaming me for opening the channel for a girl. And I did it because of love. The struggle is not easy. That place was becoming too noisy. I had to vacate there to come to this place to actually continue this gist. So, long story short, the school is not only managed by the director. There are other people that are managing the school. I mean, it's a Catholic school, so there are other bishops and archbishops that are also involved. So I'm sure they all came to conclusion. They wanted to expel her, but because of the pleading, they now reduced it to suspension, and they gave her 2 months suspension. And that 2 months suspension is equivalent to you repeating that same class. So she was crying, and she went home. She called her parents. Okay, they told her to call her parents, so she called her parents and they came. And me, on the other hand, the director called me, he interviewed me, and he told me that for my own, it's still pending, that the archbishop is already aware, and that the archbishop is going to come with his tools and his boys. I mean, with his what? How do they call them? With his internet team or satellite team, so that they will come and view my channel, and they will know if I've been doing that kind of thing or not. So I was patiently waiting for them to come. I know I've not done those kind of things, so I was not really scared, but I was just like, nah, this thing is not going to, this is just something that was small. It started small, so now it's escalating. So that was what and how that thing happened. And then she went home. She was suspended. She went home. She called her parents. Her parents were shouting at her, because her parents were like, why did you do this? This is not what you went to school to do. You went to school to study. We sent you to school to study. So why did you deviate and do this? And I wonder what they've talked about me, the girl that opened it for her. Though she didn't tell me that part, because she won't tell me now. Especially if they are bad things, she won't tell me, so that I will not be feeling bad. But I just used my head and know. I calculated it that they must have said something that is not nice, and I knew that that was going to happen. So it was just like that. And then last, he's a compassionate man. I mean, he's a father. So he heard our cries, and then he actually called the girl back and just told her that, like, he was just saying that he was not against anybody fuming or anybody doing their business or anybody doing what they want to do. It's just that you don't do your business in what? How did he even say that in? You don't do it at the expense of another person's property or at the expense of another person's business. You can do your own thing, but don't let it tangle with somebody else's success, because people have been working. It's just not a fatherly advice now. So that was how she escaped being expelled, and I myself, who is the mentor, the inventor, the 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 godmother. Hey God, that is how I escaped being expelled alongside her. So after that time, Sha, those year threes, those our senior colleagues that were involved, we're just looking at them and just okay. If I see them, I pass. It was just so much. Anytime I'm passing, I hear some people calling me the billionaire girl because it was just so bizarre. But I mean, God just helped us. God intervened and softened the heart of our director, and we were just able to escape that time being punished or being expelled, especially because he called some students and he was asking them what he should do to us, especially to her, the girl in question. Some people were saying expel her, some people were saying demote her, some people were saying just punish her, some people were saying give her a second chance or what. So it is from that conclusion that he just heard what everybody has to say, and then he just decided to just forgive the girl. And that is actually how we're able to resolve that problem. If not for God touching our director, by now I would have been a dropout. I would have stopped going to school because I helped somebody open a YouTube channel. So that's just how that story ended. I thank God it ended the way it ended, Sha. So that is all for this story, and that's how it is. So if you enjoyed my storytelling, please tell me, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and share this video. And I'm going to see you guys in another of my video. Bye.